You guys already know this video is going to be lit because it is I, iEman. Welcome to the channel and welcome to the family. So today we're going to be putting these two phones together and we're going to be versing them together, and I'm going to be telling you a little bit about both phones and the difference with these two devices right here. So on this side we have the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 and on this side we have the Samsung Galaxy Flip 3. So without further ado, let's get straight right into the video. So if you're actually in the market for an affordable phone, or you're just curious to know what the hype is all about with these two devices, then look no more. In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys a comparison of these two phones. So while both phones are actually having a foldable display, these phones are quite different across the board, and in terms of price, screen sizes, cameras, specs, and a lot more. So this Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 and the Z Flip 3 comparison is going to break down all the changes in the new Samsung in the new Samsung biggest and newest foldable phones to help you figure out which one you'd want, the Z Flip 3 or the Z Fold 3. So I'm going to run down a few little specs on these two phones, but I'll have a screenshot or a picture of it somewhere on the screen so you can actually see what specs are in these phones. So I'm just going to run through quickly. So pricing, we're going to speak about the pricing just in a moment. But the CPU running these devices are actually the Snapdragon 888 for these both devices. And then for the RAM, the Z Flip is running 8 gigabytes of RAM, and the Fold 3 is running at 12 gigabytes of RAM. I'm speaking of storage, the Z Fold 3 on this side comes in 256 gig or a 512 gig storage, and for the Flip 3 you're looking at 128 gigabytes or a 256 gigabytes. Just depends on you how much storage you need and how much space you need in these devices. And for weight aspects as well, this Z Fold 3 is a lot more heavier than the Z Flip 3. The Z Fold 3 comes in at 9.55 ounce, and the Flip 3 comes in at 6.5 ounce. So this is very, very light compared to this. This is quite heavy. Not heavy, it will be noticeable, but after a few times then it will literally just be normal to you. But this is very, very light. It feels literally like you're holding a piece of paper, which is very, very good. So speaking about the prices on these two devices, the Z Fold 3 is very, very pricey, coming in at $1,799, and depending on what size storage you get, because the 256 gig and the 512 gig varies, so the prices are going to be different depending on which storage you go for. And for the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3, you're looking at about $999, and again it depends on which storage size you get. If you go for the 128 gig or the 256 gig. So now we're going to speak about the design and the display of these devices. So if you're looking for something nice and compact, then look no more. The Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 is going to be for you. It has a 1.9 inch cover display, which is the display just at the front of the device, and it's 4 times more bigger than the original Z Flip, which is very, very nice. And it has a 6.7-inch display as well when you open up the device, and it has a 120 hertz refresh rate as well, and that's adaptive refresh rate depending on what apps you're on or what you're doing on the device. So it's going to flick from 120 to 60 hertz, which is very, very nice. And now the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3, it's an absolute beast because it can double up as a phone and as a tablet when you obviously open the display up, and the main display sketches are a whopping 7.6 inches. That's the kind of size you're looking. That's literally tablet territory for screen size, which is absolutely awesome. Another plus is that there's a new on-the-screen camera as well, literally underneath the display, that literally disappears when you're using it, which is absolutely awesome. I don't know how Samsung has managed to pull that off, but they have, and it's absolutely wicked. And the good news is that both panels actually have 120 hertz refresh rate, like I've said. So, and both of them are have adaptive 120 hertz display, which is just absolutely awesome. So like I said, depending on what app you're using or what you're doing on the device, it will flicker from 120 hertz to 60 just to save the battery on these bad boys. So the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 comes in an array of color, so you can pick this bad up in a pink color, a cream color, green, lavender, and also black as well. And right here I have the blue, the cream color, which looks absolutely stunning. Almost looks like a nice white color to it, which is absolutely amazing. And then for the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3, you also get a nice colors with these. So you get it in a nice black, nice green, which is what I have here right now. But then I'm not really impressed with the green. It's a nice green, but I thought it would be a little bit more vibrant than what it is now. But I mean, it's still a nice green color. And also you can also get it in a nice silver as well, which is absolutely awesome. So a nice variety of colors for you guys to choose when you're actually picking one of these devices up for yourself. Now we'll move on to the most important bits of these devices that make them absolutely awesome, or that will actually make them worthwhile to actually get, and that's the cameras. The cameras on these two devices are absolutely awesome. So there's a very big difference between the Z Flip 3 and the Z Fold 3 when it comes to cameras. The Z Fold 3 actually features 3 cameras on it, which is the wide angle lens, the ultra wide angle lens, and also the telephoto lens. And then for the Flip 3, it has only 2 cameras on it, which is the wide angle and the ultra wide angle lens main sensor on these 2 devices. And then in addition as well, the Z Fold 3 actually features a 10 megapixel selfie camera in the front, which is the one literally at the front there, plus a 4 megapixel camera as well in the underneath the display when you open up the device. Like I said, I don't know how Samsung has been able to pull that off, but it's absolutely awesome. The 4 megapixel camera on the front is not very sharp, but it's still very impressive. Like I said, how Samsung has been able to actually fit that on the screen display camera underneath there, and literally when you use the device, it's literally gold. You can't even notice it at all. Let me bring up the settings and you see, literally you cannot notice it at all. And put it in white bright mode. Okay, there we go. And then look, literally, or you can notice it, but it doesn't really interfere that much. As you can see at the top there, you can just see it. It's got like a line, scribbles kind of line, but it doesn't affect it doesn't affect the usability of the device at all, or anything like that. You can still see exactly what you're doing, and it literally feels like a big one screen, and it feels very immersive as well. So now we speak about these 2 devices, software and special features. So if you like to multitask, then the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 will be absolutely the one for you to go for. The Z Fold 3 lets you run 3 different apps on the screen at once, which is absolutely insane. So Samsung are actually working with third-party developers that develop apps and things like that to actually optimize the apps that you can use on the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 for its enormous large display. It's a very unfamiliar display, so apps have to be able to work perfectly on this device very well. So companies like Microsoft Office, Snapchat, Netflix, Spotify, and even YouTube and even TikTok are just some of the apps that are getting better on this device to use, which is just absolutely awesome. And then the Z Flip 3 also have some nice features as well. So it starts with its 1.9-inch cover display, which is at the front of the device. So the touch screen lets you actually interact with several wedges, and you can even add more wedges onto it as well. So so the wedges actually include the weather, what notifications that you have, music playback, and plus you can even take photos and videos using the covered the cover display as well. Just all you have to do is press the power button, which comes handy when you're taking selfies. So another perk from the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 is the flex mode. A number of apps actually take advantage of this foldable design so that they can actually display content on top and control at the bottom. So you can have an app at the top and be able to control what goes on that app at the bottom of the device. So right here, so the app is up here and your control is all down here, which is absolutely awesome. So things that will work for this flex mode will be use apps such as YouTube, or even for hands-free video calls, so WhatsApp calls, Skype calls, or even your Zoom calls, or anything like that, anything based on hands-free calling, which enables you to actually pitch the Z Flip 3 like this, so you can almost, so it almost looks like it's a tripod, so you can literally use it like this, and it's your own very own tripod, literally the phone standing, which is absolutely awesome. And now we move on to the performance on these two devices. So these two devices in front of me here actually are powered by the same chipset from Samsung, which is the Snapdragon 888 processor. You should expect similar performance out of these two devices. However, the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 has more RAM with 12 gigabytes, whilst the Z Flip 3 has only 8 gigabytes. The Z Fold 3 also have a storage advantage as well. It comes in at a 256 gigabyte standard, but you can also prompt for the 515 gigabyte model as well. And then the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 only comes with 128 gig standard, but you can prompt for the option for the 256 gig as well. Now we move on to the battery life on these bad boys. So there are really big differences between these two devices in the terms of battery life and also charging as well. So the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 has a 4,400 milliamp hour battery. That's dual battery as well. So it should pretty much last you all day. And then for the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3, that has a 3,300 milliamp battery. If you're not really a strong user, it should last you all day. But if you're a strong user, then I think you should prompt for the Z Fold 3 because it has more battery. This is not going to be good unless you're going to be carrying a power bank with you, then this is going to be the right one for you. So guys, that's all I have for you. The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 and the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3 are both absolutely amazing devices. Either one you go for, you're not going to go wrong. They're very, very similar, but a little bit different, especially when it comes to the battery life and, you know, the way they actually fold and the way they actually open and close. These two devices, not for everyone. One device might be for everyone, the other device might be for everyone, but it doesn't really matter. It's pretty much preference. Anyway guys, if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to smash that like button. Also, please subscribe to the channel for more content like these, reviews, unboxing, car videos and stuff like that. And yeah, share the video as well. Comment down below, tell me if you like the video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.